Namaste. This is AJ Jadhav. I welcome you in my YouTube channel Ancient Knowledge by Mr. AJ Jadhav. So today we are going to discuss on Bhagavad Gita Introduction part 3. So we are trying to find out how to enter into Bhagavad Gita, how to properly prepare ourselves to enter into this great mysticism, the great philosophy. So when we are trying to understand the mindset of Arjuna, who is the main character in this Bhagavad Gita dialogue, and of course Arjuna's friend Shri Krishna. So Lord Krishna and Arjuna, they are two main key characters in the Bhagavad Gita dialogue. As we have mentioned in our first part of Bhagavad Gita introduction, that this Bhagavad Gita dialogue is recorded in great epic history book called Mahabharata. So therein King Dhritarashtra and his secretary Sanjaya, they are talking about the affairs of Kurukshetra battlefield. So secretary Sanjaya is explaining what's going on the Kurukshetra battlefield. So we are hearing from Sanjaya, who is explaining to his king Dhritarashtra. Sanjaya says that now Duryodhana is going to examine who have came to fight from his side and who have came to fight from the side of Pandavas. And then Sanjaya also explains now Arjuna is totally confused. He is backward. He do not want to fight, it seems. He is sitting in the chariot and he is approaching his friend Krishna for the solution, for the guidance. So this is how Sanjaya explaining all the episode of Kurukshetra war to his king Dhritarashtra. And the dialogue of Sanjaya and his king Dhritarashtra is recorded in Mahabharata. So here Sanjaya explaining to Dhritarashtra and Krishna answering questions of Arjuna and Arjuna questioning Krishna. So this is the Bhagavad Gita dialogue. So when in our second part of introduction we tried to understand the mindset of Arjuna, why Arjuna did not want to fight. So somebody say that Arjuna became coward when the actual time of war came, and so many other thoughts can come in the minds of readers and students of Bhagavad Gita. But here, when we take Bhagavad Gita as a story, as a history, and when we try to learn it, when we try to study it, first we have to see what's going on in the head of Arjuna, what's going on in his mind. So Arjuna says to Krishna that he don't want to fight, and he gives so many reasons why he don't want to fight. And one of those reasons is Arjuna says, why we are here, I don't understand. All our Kuru dynasty, all our friends, near ones and dear ones have gathered in this battlefield, and eventually they are going to hurt each other, kill each other. So this affection, this compassion for his own family members takes over his mind in such a way that he is rethinking his decision to take part into the battle. He also says that if I'm supposed to kill my cousin brothers, that is Duryodhana and other Kaurava brothers and their friends, then why I should not kill my brothers like King Yudhishthira, Bhima, Nakula, Sahadeva? So he's saying, why I want to differentiate between my brothers and my cousin brothers, my other relatives, my grandfather, my masters. So this soft-heartedness of Arjuna is very important. We have to understand that Arjuna, being the friend of Krishna, being the devotee of Lord Krishna in a friendship mode, possesses all these wonderful saintly qualities. So when we are attempting to understand Bhagavad Gita, first of all, we want to inquire about the situation of Arjuna, how Arjuna is feeling about his family members, why he don't want to hurt them, why he don't want to kill them, even though it was already decided that they were enemies. They have attempted to kill Arjuna and his brothers in past, even though they have attempted to strip their wife Draupadi, still Arjuna don't want to hurt them. Why? This compassion, this affection towards the family members Arjuna is feeling, we have to inquire into that. We have to find it out. Why Arjuna is feeling like that. So when we see the devotee has all these wonderful qualities of affection, love, and peace. But when we are going to understand the Bhagavad Gita, we have to see that we also should try to get into that compassion, to get into that affection mode which Arjuna was feeling. Then we can see that why Arjuna don't wanted to fight that battle, why he was denying to fight that battle. But on the other side, there is a practical reality of life. All the affection and compassion Arjuna was feeling for his family, that was not wrong. But on the other side, there is a practical reality, and that reality is all these brothers and cousin brothers have become enemies, and all the kings of the world have taken the side of each other. Either they took the side of Pandava brothers or the Kaurava brothers. So it was a big battle. So when Arjuna was feeling this compassion, it is very important to understand, did anybody else feel the same way? Like Arjuna's brother, King Yudhishthir, King Bhima, Nakula, Sahadeva, didn't they feel the same love for the Kauravas? Why only Arjuna was in confusion? Why only Arjuna was feeling that affection for entire family tree, all his kinsmen? That makes Arjuna very special, because he being the devotee of Lord Krishna, he do not wanted to kill his family members. So this soft-heartedness of Arjuna, being the devotee of Lord Krishna, is also an important factor to understand the mindset of Arjuna. So when Arjuna is facing this practical reality of life, he cannot decide himself. So now we have to see, many times there are situations where we are not capable to take a decision on our own. So there we want to find somebody else who will solve our problems, who will give us a good guidance. So there Arjuna is approaching Krishna. It means that Krishna was the number one facility he can avail for. Krishna was the number one guidance for him, and Krishna was the topmost authority for him at that time. Because Arjuna will not approach anyone in whom he do not have 100% trust. So he was having full trust in Krishna, and he believed the authority of Krishna. That's why he has approached to Krishna. So now we have to see, when we are understanding the mindset of Arjuna, it means we are taking the position of Arjuna and we are approaching Lord Krishna for answers. So it is said, Bhagavad Gita is such a spiritual dialogue, such a philosophical dialogue. Even if we open it ourselves and read any page randomly, it will connect to our present situations of life. So many followers and students of Bhagavad Gita have realized this fact, that some way or another way, the words of Bhagavad Gita are having full capacity to relate with our problems of life. So when we are taking the position of Arjuna, we should try to feel that same compassion which Arjuna was feeling for his Kaurava brothers, cousin brothers, and all other family members who have decided to take part into that battle. So Arjuna also put an argument in front of Lord Krishna that even though Kauravas are willing to fight with Pandavas, even though they are willing to kill Arjuna, still Arjuna don't want to fight back. Such was the integrity of Arjuna's soft-heartedness. So somebody can say that it was not a soft-heartedness, it was the cowardice of Arjuna. But even though whatever we can call it, we should try to see that Arjuna was feeling that same family compassion which we feel for our family members now, in our time and place. So this is the practical reality of human mind, that we have compassion for our family members, for our relatives, even though there are some troubles, some misunderstandings, still we have those feelings of compassion. So now we have to see that Arjuna was a very noble devotee. He was a very perfect devotee of Lord Krishna. He has developed devotional service on such a high platform that he don't even want to hurt his so-called enemies. So this is the mood of Arjuna, and we should try to get ourselves in that same mood of compassion for others. And then when we are approaching to Lord Krishna to get answers of our questions, then we will get the same answers which Arjuna received from Lord Krishna. I would like to take one example, the practical problems of life. So when Lord Krishna is answering the questions of Arjuna, he also points out that there are four problems of human life. They are birth, death, old age, and disease. So these are the main four problems of our human life. So this is how Lord Krishna is going to give us such a wonderful knowledge of human life and human behavior, which will be very useful to us in our day-to-day life. So here we are stopping. I thank you so much for watching Ancient Knowledge by Mr. AjayJadhav. I would like to see you in my next video. Until then, namaste. God bless. Have a blessed day.